People stay in unhappy marriages. People repeat toxic friendships. People sabotage success. People delay self-respect. Let me tell you something that might hurt a little. You are not unlucky. You are not confused. And you are definitely not still figuring life out. You are repeating the same mistake because your brain finds it familiar, not because it's right. And here's the brutal part. Most people never accept. You don't repeat mistakes because you don't know better. You repeat them because they feel safe. Think about it. Same toxic relationships, same financial decisions, same emotional reactions, and same promises to yourself that this time will be different. Different year, different people, and same ending. So, and if you're over 30, or even over 60, this truth becomes even more uncomfortable. The longer you live, the harder it becomes to admit that you are the pattern. Stay with me, B, because once you see why this happens psychologically, you won't be able to unsee it. Let me tell you a story. Not a dramatic one, a normal one, which makes it dangerous. There's a man, let's call him Robert. Robert is smart, responsible, hardworking. People respect him. But every few years, his life collapses in the same way. He trusts the wrong people. He invests financially without boundaries. He ignores red flags, telling himself, I don't want to judge too early. And every time it ends badly, he says the same sentence. I don't know why this keeps happening to me. He blames circumstances. He blames people. He even blames fate. What he never questions is his internal wiring. Because questioning that would mean accepting a painful truth, that his brain is choosing familiarity over safety. Now here's the twist. Robert knows the signs. He feels the discomfort early on, but his emotional intelligence shuts down at the exact moment it's needed.
Why?
Because avoiding discomfort feels easier than changing identity, and that's where psychology steps in. Let me explain psychology part in simple words, no complicated terms. Your brain has one primary job: keep you alive with minimum energy. It doesn't care about your happiness. It doesn't care about your growth. It only cares about predictability. And predictability feels safe even when it's painful. This is called familiar pain. Your brain would rather choose a known discomfort than an unknown improvement. You must be thinking, why?
Because improvement requires uncertainty, new behavior, emotional risk, identity change, and identity change feels like death to the brain. That's why people stay in unhappy marriages. People repeat toxic friendships. People sabotage success. And people delay self-respect. Not because they are weak, but because their nervous system is addicted to what it knows. Here's the harsh psychology truth. You don't choose what's good for you. You choose what feels familiar to your nervous system. And if you grew up around chaos, neglect, criticism, or emotional unpredictability, your brain learned one thing very early. This is normal. So later in life, peace feels boring. Respect feels suspicious. Stability feels uncomfortable. That's why some people feel anxious when life finally gets calm. Their brain says, something's wrong. This doesn't match the old pattern. So subconsciously, they recreate the old chaos. Now I will tell you why intelligent people repeat mistakes. This is important. Repeating life mistakes is not an intelligence problem. It's an emotional regulation problem. Smart people often make the worst emotional decisions because they over-rationalize red flags. They intellectualize feelings instead of listening to them. They confuse patience with tolerance. They confuse loyalty with self-betrayal. Emotional intelligence isn't about controlling emotions. It's about not letting emotions make decisions for you in familiar pain zones. Most people don't lack knowledge. They lack the courage to sit in emotional discomfort long enough to break the pattern. Here's another truth people avoid. After 30, after 40, after 60, change feels harder not because you're old, but because your identity is more invested. You've told yourself stories like, "This is just how I am. At this age, what can I change? I've always been like this." These stories protect your ego but imprison your future. Your brain hates admitting, "I was wrong," for decades. So instead of changing, it repeats. Not because it can't change, but because admitting the need to change feels like failure. This is ego protection disguised as acceptance. Let me tell you, the moment you actually break the pattern and real change starts. Not when life collapses, not when pain peaks, not when you cry at night. Real change starts when you notice this sentence inside your head. "I know exactly how this ends, and I'm choosing it anyway." That awareness is painful, but it's powerful, because at that moment, you stop being a victim of life and become a participant in your own psychology. Now, let's talk about what actually works. Not motivational quotes, not overnight transformation, real actions. Number 1 is, name your pattern without drama. Write this sentence down. "The mistake I keep repeating is underscore." Be specific. Not "I trust too much," but "I ignore early discomfort to avoid conflict." Not "I have bad luck in relationships," but "I chase emotional unavailability because it feels familiar." Patterns lose power when named. Unconscious repetition becomes conscious choice, and conscious choice creates pause. Now number 2. Interrupt the pattern at the emotional level. Most people try to change behavior that never works long term. You must interrupt the emotion before the behavior. Ask yourself, what emotion am I avoiding right now? What discomfort am I trying to escape? Loneliness, guilt, fear of being alone, fear of being judged. Sit with it. 5 minutes of emotional discomfort can save you years of repeated pain. Growth isn't about doing more. It's about tolerating discomfort without running back to familiarity. Now, number 3, and that is, redefine normal in your nervous system. This one is deep but powerful. Your nervous system must learn that calm is safe. Respect is normal. Consistency is not boring. Boundaries are not cruelty. This happens slowly, through saying no and surviving the guilt, walking away and surviving the fear, choosing silence instead of reaction. Over time, your body relearns safety, and once safety is redefined, the old mistakes lose their grip. Let me leave you with this final truth. Life doesn't repeat lessons to punish you. It repeats them until you stop abandoning yourself to feel comfortable. The moment you stop choosing familiarity over self-respect, the cycle breaks. Not dramatically, not loudly, quietly, and that quiet change, that's real self-improvement. If this video made you uncomfortable, good. That means it touched something real. If you recognized yourself in this, you're not broken, you're just becoming aware. Like this video if you're done repeating the same life mistake. Subscribe if you want psychology explained without sugarcoating, and comment, "I choose awareness over familiarity," because the moment you choose awareness, life finally has permission to change.